Hello, hello. Hello, baby kitty. Welcome to this stream. Hello, baby kitty. Welcome to this stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. How are you doing today? Just moving that around, and awesome. Well, looks like this isn't working. Please give me just one moment, guys. Glad to hear you're doing good. I'll be right back. I need to move my avatar back down. Oops, sorry. One moment, please. Hello, Tad Lily Spawn, Zero, and Baby Kitty. Thank you. Sorry, I had to reset my stream. If you'll just give me a moment. Sorry about that. How are you guys doing today? Please, 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 please let me know how to do. Or how you're doing. I always like to know. Very sorry for the wait. There we go. How are you doing today, Baby Kitty Zero and Tad Lily Spawn? You guys doing okay today? Move my guy up here. There we go. Hello, hello. Alright. Let's see here. I think everything's in order, yeah. I guess I might as well just go ahead. Hope you guys are having a lovely day today. Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing okay. Oh, shit. I just realized I forgot to do something last night, so that's, like, really annoying. I'm angry now! Ah! But it's okay. I think I'll live, guys. How are you doing, Tad Lily Spawn? So guys, you might notice my very handsome Paladin. My Paladin is currently running spells that just hurt enemies with fire. I'm basically like a big oven right now, and the closer they get to me, the hotter they get, and then they blow up and die. Hi, Stanford Pines. Hi, the West Fox. How are you guys doing today? Did you guys eat some gamer food? How are you doing today? Stanford Pines. That's an interesting name, my guy. This is Unusualologist, Stanford Pines. An unusualologist? I love unusualology. Dude, what's some unusualology that you've seen? Hi, Kaiwi, good to see you, bro. We're playing Diablo, the most entertaining game to watch. I know. People were dying to watch it again. Aw, that's sweet of you. I always kind of felt like I was sort of forcing this because of, like, time constraints. Because, like, whatever game I would have back then, if you remember when I first started playing Diablo, whatever games I had, I kind of just stopped playing them and I started playing Diablo on stream exclusively. Multiple rifts surrounding the destruction of the portal. What portal? Well, I appreciate it. That's nice of you. I'm glad to see that, you know, it's appreciated in some way. I like to think of it as just like a boomer gamer version of, like, Subway Surfer gameplay. You know, like how all the kids these days, they can't watch a video without Subway Surfer at the top of the video. The video's unavailable for you! How is that even possible? How's that even possible? It's my own stream. I'm not playing music off of it or anything. Wow, we got some, Ooh, is that good? Nah, this is trash. How about this mace? Is this mace good? Also trash. Hi, Far. Good to see you. Far, my boy. Would you be willing to try this game out sometime? I'm telling you, I think that this would be your kind of vibe. I always try to beg people to play Diablo with me, but no one ever seems to want to play it. How have you been doing? We didn't get to talk in today's stream. Yeah, I'm sorry. I also saw you in one of the other dailies. I appreciate that you were stopping by to say hello. You didn't tell me about those portals. Hi, Zoolander. Good to see you again. Hope you're hanging in there, doing okay. You know what, Zoolander? If I ever get back on DBD, I'll unblock you, okay? But you can't be fucking with me in my games, bro. You can't be fucking with me in my games. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay. No worries. I try to drop by when I can. Well, I appreciate it. Alright. I appreciate it. I'm sorry, Zoolander. Alright, I'm scrolling down. Stanford, you didn't tell me about these, portals that broke. You didn't tell me. Also, guys, we are just absolutely bing chilling, bro. We are just mindlessly leveling. So, we're gonna be in this desert area for, like, the next 4 levels. Which might... I don't think it should be too long, but at the same time, we'll probably do, like, 1 or 2 runs here. We're absolute... What? I wish I understood. Aw, it's okay. I just feel like it would be your vibe, because I know that you don't mind edgier stuff. That's okay. Maybe I don't want to play other games. Hi, Jen. Thanks for stopping by, sweetie. Hello, bruv. Bing chilling. Oh, yes. No. You're right. I knew that, but I'm just so used to saying it to English speakers as, like, a joke to say I'm chilling. Hi, Jen. Thank you for stopping by. We are in Act 2 of 5. I'm playing a Paladin. And my current build is that lets me set enemies on fire near me. But right now we're just leveling. Because what we want to do is when we're done leveling, we want to switch our build. Which won't really be that crazy. It'll just be some stat reallocation. But I have a pretty nice weapon I crafted that I got some good luck on. La la la. I love builds like this, where you can just kind of walk around and everything dies. Unfortunately, this will not be carrying me all the way through the game. Ooh, an Eld rune. I wasn't expecting anything from that. Well, that's not like a crazy rune. No, I got you. I just didn't understand for a second. I was like, what? Ice cream? What do you mean? Alright, we got our item back. Sorry, I thought I switched it out. Are you doing okay today, Zoolander? I haven't had a normal stream time in a while. I think my preferred times to stream would probably be like 5 to 6:30 Eastern, but I'm not always afforded that luxury, especially now that my life has gotten so busy. Oh my god, how many of these fucking dudes are there? Uh-oh. Well, that was scary. Ah! No! Ah! I keep walking into the poison! But thank you, Far. I haven't gotten to really stream that much in a while. What time do you usually stream, bro? Bam! Alright, let's check this ring out. Fire resist? I already have a ring with fire resist. Ow! Mate. There we go. Mostly when I feel like it. That's fair. I used to have like a really like strict like rule with myself where like I wouldn't stream after a certain point just because it would be kind of too late in the day. I'm gonna stream a bit this week. Gonna try and fail at the Halloween wallpaper. Aw, don't say you're gonna fail yet. Well, hey, if you'd like to, feel free to at the server, my server I mean, and maybe someone will stop by. I haven't streamed in weeks. I'm a fail. I don't know about that. You haven't tried it yet. I'm just scrolling up to make sure I haven't missed any comments. Ow. Stop it. So what we're doing is we're just leveling, guys. We're straight up just Subway Surfers level chilling. And that's just what the gameplay is right now. Just my pally running around, killing stuff. Maybe we'll find something, but I wouldn't count on it. Because this isn't like an area that you typically grind for items. This is an item... This is an area that I only grind in the beginning of the game on the normal difficulty. Get some obscure title and you will get it. Yeah, obscure title. That will get them. No, you have to make it the most clickbait possible. You think the average viewer is gonna click on an obscure title? Okay, if they click on an obscure title, it would have to be like a downer obscure title or flirty, right? Those are the two things. Be like, I noticed you watching me. Like, that's like an obscure title you should use. I noticed you looking at me. I piss myself every 10k likes. Exactly. Oh my god. I'm just thinking of like degenerate shit that would get me banned right now. I'm gonna just call this stream obscure title. Guys, we're supposed to theory craft good stream titles that will get viewership. We have to think of good titles. Well, that works too. No, it doesn't! No, it doesn't! Hi, username. Not that I would know, because, like, I didn't stream for several months and none of my titles work anymore. But I do appreciate you guys for stopping by. Username, thank you for joining. Username 19 specifically. Hey, so, like, relatable. Not obscure, bro. Unless you mean, like, the meaning is obscured, like what the purpose of the stream is. But it has to be it has to be somewhat appealing, right? Because you could name your stream something crazy, but the streams that have some vaguely flirty text, but you don't even know what the stream's going to be about, it's probably just a chat stream. That would be great. Committing crimes. Thank you for the fluttery bats. I super appreciate them. Eek, eek, eek. Committing crimes every 10k likes. Saying ooh woo every time someone likes. Jen, I know you could do that. I believe in you. Come on. Dig a grave at every 1k likes. Come on, Jen. Come on. Ooh woo for every... No, make it cheaper. Every 1k likes. Every 1k likes. Because that's doable. Right? No. I'm not going to tell my ghoul friend to moan for coins. You better not. You better not. I don't want to see that stream up. I used to ara for likes back in the day. Woof woof. I know you did. I know you did. Well, only because you told me. I wasn't there for that. Wish I was. I feel like that'd be very entertaining to watch. Thanks for the memories, even if they weren't so great. You, something, yeah. I better not see a moan on... It's over if I see a moaning for coin stream. Do not do that. Ooh woo? Ara? I'm a patient man. Okay? Yeah? Hi, Silix. Welcome to the stream. Cringe aloud. Yes! Oh, yeah. Be like... Cringe and spam chaos aloud. Do that. Get like as many people in there. Moaning for coins, scream, and it's just me complaining about work. Yeah, be like, I hate my job. I hate my fucking job. Which I've borderline just had streams that were like that multiple times. I hate my fucking job. This job sucks. That's not how you sound, by the way. I'm just doing my own spin on it. I'm putting my own stink on it, if you will. As you can see, we are being tried and tested by all the different monsters. Oh my god. Oh, I might actually die. Oh, I glitched out of the... No way! Bro, I just glitched out of that giant horde by accident. That was an instance where I probably should have died, but didn't. Oh god. Wow, this is all of a sudden way more difficult. Get me out of here! Yeah, put my own stank on it. If jobs were easier to get into, maybe I'd have one by now. Yeah, if I could get paid for being an epic gamer all day, I think having a job would be pretty easy. Just putting my stuff away. Now, what I need are potions. Potion seller. I'm going into battle, and I need only your strongest potions. Where are your potions? There they are. Thanks, bro! Alright, now, do we have any scepters? Guys, here's a little thing I like about Diablo. Well, not right now. This is a part I don't like about Diablo, is when the fucking vendors don't have what I'm trying to buy! But let's try that again. You two lone wolves. Also, when you two join us in groups, how much we hate our jobs? I'm sorry. Well, I try to talk about other things besides my job. Like, how funny it must be being Polish. You know? Why am I actually getting invested in the gameplay? That means a lot to me. So, what we just did was a pro gamer move, okay? And the pro gamer move was resetting the vendor. Also, map generation is random in this game. So, even though there are a set amount of ideas with the maps that are similar, it almost always changes. Even the towns can vary, right? You see this gate right here? If God loved me and was real, okay, since I'm his chosen children, that's what they told me in church anyway, this fucking gate would be over here by this guy, so I could run in and out and restock his vendor stuff without even needing to leave, right? No, I love you guys. It's just in my own special way. But, no, I actually think Poland's very interesting. Oh, I could do something? No. You have a certificate to install refrigerators in a store. Wow, that's crazy. What am I certified for? Being an epic gamer. I'm talking Halo on the Xbox 360. You know I said things I shouldn't have when I was 14 years old. Alright, anyway. So, perfect. We find these two items here. These are both scepters that are related to my class. Okay? Okay, guys, are you following? Are you following? Those were items that my guy can use specifically. Alright? Damn! I don't have what I need. Never mind, we'll do this later. I have my potions, so let's get back into battle. Try join next time. The games are quite fun. I do join. I just haven't joined recently for Jackbox. I'm sorry. Why don't you join me on Diablo? Why don't all of you guys make a giant party with me on Diablo? Is it because you hate me that you don't play Diablo with me? It must be because you hate me. Oh, fuck! I just realized this piece of shit is resurrecting all the skeletons. Oh my god. Oh my god, the fire is too hot. Sorry that you learned it that way. Bro, I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry. I'm streaming. I'm being over-exaggerated. I'm just fucking with you. I'm sorry, okay? I would gladly play anything with you. Even though, you know, no one ever seems to want to play my shit. Not that I really asked you guys to play my shit, but, you know, you just kind of get used to it. I'm not fucking chasing this guy. Fuck that guy. What a piece of shit. Running away from me like a total coward. Ah, stop blocking the fucking door, man! I need to kill this Unraveler. Why is this so annoying? Okay, I killed it. Thank God. Now my fire can just passively kill the skeletons. Oh. Well, anyway, I would love to play Jackbox sometime. I've played it before. It's fun. Is my holy fire's not working! My holy fire wasn't on. Sorry, the thing that was burning people wasn't burning them. And I was, like, mega annoyed. Alright, we're finally killing things! Woohoo! Hell yeah! Like, 6, 7, 8-ish? I don't mind. I don't mind. There we go, I finally killed all these stupid motherfuckers. Alright. What did we learn? Don't switch off your main fucking skill. Thank you for becoming the level 1 supporter, Spooky Pookie. Wow, look at all those black petal roses. Those are lovely. Most people don't want to play hard games. No, that's fair. I would say Diablo's only hard when you're first getting into it. But, like, with your hand being held by someone who knows what to do, it saves you so much trouble. Because they can just tell you what to do. And another thing, another reason I beg people to play this game, and I mean anyone, I don't care if you're Jen and I'm dating you, I don't care if you're Kylie and you've been watching me for years, I don't care if you're my IRL best friend, I've literally asked everyone to play Diablo with me. And the reason I like to ask everyone, besides the fact I've always wanted to have a giant fantasy party of all these different characters and we're all sharing loot that makes us stronger, is the fact that loot drops get better when you have more people on your game. So it goes up in increments of 3s, and you can have up to 10 people. I know you did. I'm not giving you shit. I'm just saying I ask everyone, right? So loot drops get even better and more frequent every 3 people in the game, right? So even just one group of 3 people is basically doubling the amount of stuff that drops and improves the quality of stuff that drops. Yes, I know. And I also, I don't like being super, like, please play my game, please play my game. Like, I usually like to run it by, and if it doesn't pick up, I kind of give up on it. I had tried getting my brother and Pygmy Tim's into the game, and just neither seemed, like, very into it. I have this game on every console that it came out on, except for Switch, because I don't have a Switch. But yeah, I just love this game. I would still like to play those other party games, though. So if the times align, and I'm not already doing something with Jen, maybe, I'll ask Jen. We can come by. I'm not opposed to hanging out and playing. It's just sometimes I just don't have as much time, and I just want to hang out with Jen. Or maybe I'm, like, even doing my own thing, you know? But I love playing with you guys. I've wanted to play, like, Repo more, specifically, but I would play whatever. I mean, I'll even play Lethal, even though I think I prefer Repo. Oh, I accidentally switched off my skill. That's a terrible idea, because it leads to me not being able to do anything. Oh my god, they're so scary. Oh my god, they're so big and strong. Ow. Fuck you, bro. Yeah. Oh, I got stuck on a pot there. But yeah, just as a reminder, we're just casually grinding for levels. Although this took way longer than I thought to clear that one dungeon. Because, yeah, I didn't notice I turned my skill off by accident. So that was a bit embarrassing. But yeah, just a reminder, I'm down to play. Okay? I don't mean to be sensitive sounding. No, I don't do that! I know how, I get it. You know. I don't fucking do that. I'm different. I actually played the mobile one, and it was fun. I like that kind of games. I just lack the devices. That's totally fair. And thank you again for those black roses. That was super awesome. Not you being too lazy to chase a bad guy. Oh shit, I almost... Oh, God, I have, like, no health because, I got poisoned. Sheesh. Maybe I should start buying antidotes. Alright. I think I'm in the main tomb. Which is actually kind of nice, because maybe we can go kill Duriel, who is the boss of this chapter. Sorry, I'm saying things like you guys will understand what I'm saying. No problem, man. I hope you have a great day, bro. See you later, and I hope you play some good games, okay? Gorwobble burr. And hang in there, and I hope you feel better, and I hope that, you know, things improve for you. You're awesome, bro. Yes, yes, we totally get it, no worries. So, I guess I'll summarize the plot up until this point, because really, Diablo is... It has a fun story, but you don't really need to get too crazy into it to understand either. Our backstory doesn't really matter. We're just like a guy who's been sent on a quest to stop evil or some shit. The world of Diablo is a world that's kind of been overrun by demons. And I'm gonna guess, I don't know, maybe 40 or 60 years ago, in the first game, several heroes had to team up and defeat Diablo, who is basically just Satan. Which is sick. Just fucking bringing an axe to the devil's head. That's awesome. Anyway. Years ago, he was defeated. He's back now. And not only is he back, his little brothers are back too. And they're all plotting to bring the doom to the world and all that stuff. We basically meet all of the important characters that are going to travel with us in the first act. As well as... get an idea of the stakes. And the world of Diablo very much reminds me of Berserk, where you have these... It's a fantasy world that had its own established, like, stuff, but then demons got introduced and then overtook it, and it's sort of like a post-apocalyptic fantasy series, which I really like about it. And... the only safe places are big cities where you typically go to do all of your downtime stuff, like crafting and talking to people and buying stuff. And everywhere else is basically just completely overrun by monsters. And it's up to the Giga Chads to defeat the devil. Yeah, basically, long story short. We defeat the first demon in the act, who is Andariel. She's like a poison lady. Very tall. Then after defeating her, we decide to go east to the desert in like the Middle East, in terms of where this game takes place, which I think is a really cool setting. You don't really see that as much unless it's more of like a modern game, maybe. You did see it in stuff like Elder Scrolls a little bit, but oh, what's this Grand Charm? Is it any good? No. Oh well. Oh no, it's okay. But yeah, so far we've defeated a giant, icky monster at the end of this act. But we were in search of one of the main demons. But it turns out the main demon of this act actually ran away into the jungle to meet up with a cult there. And so really we've done everything in the second act that involves finding these demons. And I could just progress, but I'm trying to level. I won't lie though, this shit taking a long time. Damn. I think I might skip leveling, but I kind of want to still. Oh, thank you again for the Black Rose, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Hope you're all having a lovely time watching the game. I do like Diablo gameplay to watch. It really, this is like what I would watch if I needed something like Subway Surfer level of distraction, like just something on the screen. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, cool. Mikasa, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Alright, another thing I really like about this game is there's a ton of classes. I think there's 7? Let me check. Yeah, 7. There's Amazon, Assassin, Necromancer, Barbarian, Sorceress, Druid, and Paladin. But all of them are like so unique and awesome. The Amazon has bows, they have spears, and the spears can be lightning or poison. And that's just the... And I'm only going over the basic stuff, okay? The Assassin has melee that they can use, like martial arts. You can imbue the martial arts with elemental damage, or you can use traps, which are these little sentient turrets you throw around that pick apart the enemies for you. Necromancer's great. You can either use poison, curses, or summoning. And the summoning is all different. Like, you could have skeletons, you could have golems, you could have recently reanimated monsters. Barbarian is cool. That's basically all just melee, though, except for the Singer Barb, which shouts at its enemies to make them weak and kill them. Awesome! Can you just imagine metal screaming at someone like, and they explode? That's awesome. Anyway, how many times can I say awesome in one paragraph? Sorceress, that's just elemental damage. Druids are cool. You can shapeshift or summon other druids or basically just do element shit. And then Paladin. Paladins can be melee or like holy magic. And holy magic is the stuff that enemies have like the least resistance to in the whole game. So it can be very convenient at times. I just leveled up there. That's great. I imagine the mobile is very different from the other games. I would say the mobile game is very much like Diablo 3, but with, you know, mobile game influence, like with microtransactions and stuff. And I gotta say, on a casual level, Diablo Immortal is pretty fun. But it just keeps trying to shovel microtransactions into your mouth like I shovel pizza into mine. And it can just, I don't know. I think after a certain point I just got a little frustrated. Oh, the monk is cool. The monk was introduced in 3. Monk in those games is kind of what, like, the melee assassin was like. I need to stop fucking around with these dumbass skeletons and kill the unravelers. Alright, let's pick up all the healing potions real quick. Oh. Mikasa, are you doing okay today? Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh. Damn. Now, one thing I wanted to say is I did get this weapon earlier that I was being very cheeky when I crafted it. I got the idea from a video. I'm not going to act like I'm super smart. But I did find this shield here. The shield had 3 sockets, which means I could make a special rune word in it. And I had grinded, or ground, however you say that, a boss in the first act to get a bunch of these magic rocks. And while I didn't have this Ort rune, I grinded until I got enough Rals to make the Ort. So in this game, you can combine your runes to make a better rune. So I basically had 4 Rals, combined 3 to make an Ort, and then I put the Ral Ort Tal, and I have an Ancient's Pledge. This is a really decent beginner item, like when you're starting the game, but usually you don't get this until Act 5, and I have this in Act 2. And I'm, like, super ahead on my resistances because of it. So, even though I eat ass when it comes to taking hits to the face, all the elemental damage is pretty decently mitigated for me right now. As long as I'm just careful. Back in a bit, Spook. No worries. See you in a little bit. Thank you for your time. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you soon. I tried, but it was something like Assassin. That was fun, though. I think I'd like to play more of that. Yeah, I kind of want to give Immortal a shot, too. I think it would be fun to play with friends. Because playing by yourself, I don't know. I start thinking about, like, the ways it wants me to spend money. But if I could just casually play it with a friend... Okay, here's the thing. How am I going to say this? You can go through the entire story mode of the game and enjoy the majority of the content without ever having to pay money. But the game does this thing, specifically Immortal, okay? But Immortal does this thing where it sort of blocks you off from getting certain gear unless you're paying for it. And it's just kind of frustrating to know that, like, I'll never be able to reach a certain point in my skills without, like, paying money. And the thing is, you're not even paying money for the thing. You're paying money for a chance to get the thing you want, which is insane to me. So, like, I want to like Immortal. I played it, and I thought the gameplay was really good. It's just that, yeah. It was also a little frustrating in that regard for me. I did like it, though. Maximum stamina? I'm good. Oh, alright, I think we've cleared out this tomb. Let's go to the next one. I wonder if I grind to 23 or 24. I probably could just do 23. But yeah, from those 2 classes you tried, which one did you think you liked more, Kylie? Because, I played Necromancer briefly in Immortal. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think I was trying to go Corpse Explosion. Because Corpse, that is just such a cool ability that they've had in every game ever since it came out. Like, if there's any Diablo game with a Necromancer in it, you gotta try Corpse Explosion. Even if it's different between the games, it's just such a cool feeling. Like, blowing up the already dead bodies of your victims to create more dead bodies that you can then continue to explode very violently. It's also a humiliating way of destroying your opponent, you know? Like, your body will not know rest after death, because it will be turned into a projectile explosion. Alright, we gotta get rid of Shadow Wolf the Impaler. Awesome. If anyone's lurking, I'd love to know how you're doing today. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. I really appreciate it. Alright guys, new game plan is to kill these Unravelers first before I really worry about anything else. Alright, there we go. Let's pick up all the healing items. I was making myself a snack. Oh, that's okay. The assassin? That's awesome. What snack did you make? I think if I were to play, I'd most likely pick that one. Okay, cool. Assassin's really nice. Well, I don't know what Assassin is like in that game, but I would love to try. Oh. We're looking for the Unraveler. There he is. Hell yeah. Anything good? No. Not right now. That's okay. He had these, like, pickaxe thingies that he used as weapons and grappling hooks. Oh, that sounds fun. Oh, it was probably a demon hunter. That's probably what it was. Yeah, because Assassin was, like, only a class in 2. Then 3 and Immortal had the Demon Hunter, and the Demon Hunter was sort of like their version of the Assassin. And then Diablo 4 has the Rogue. So the Rogue is like a mixture of classes, but is primarily sort of like the Assassin. With chocolate cream. That sounds yummy. Was it just like chocolate and the bread? I love peanut butter and chocolate. Peanut butter and chocolate is my jam, brother. Ooh, does this bow have 3 sockets? It does! Okay, so cool. So, what we did just now... Let me, check this rune word. Edge, rune word, D2R. Tier Tal Am. Okay, so... Yeah, just chocolate and bread. I finished everything else. I got a lot of snacks. Oh, you eat a lot of snacks. Hey, fair enough, bro. Snacks are nice. So, I mentioned I made this rune word earlier. And this is just explaining for anyone who doesn't know how these games work, because I just want to have fun talking about it. I have this bow here, and I want to make a rune word in this bow later. But it's not to kill enemies with. I want to make this my offhand weapon that I switch to, because with the rune word I want to use, I can get discounts from every vendor in the game. And so it's great that I found that super early, so I can basically decrease the amount of gold I consume through crafting and other, you know, avenues of gameplay. Which is really nice. That's something I like about Diablo 2 that you don't have in the other games. Is like sometimes you have these really niche items, but they can make use. They can be used still. It's kind of like shopping on a budget almost, but instead of buying it, you're grinding and you're just getting what you get. But the game can be legitimately hard if you don't know like what to build for. But when you do know what to build for, and you're looking for those, like, obscure items, even, like, baby items in the game, that will only be good for 5 levels, but are still good when you get them, that is just a great feeling for me. Oh, yeah, it was the Rogue. That was the name. Okay, cool. So you liked the ranged and the bow and arrow stuff? I would like to play that class more in these games in general, but I have not used the bow very much yet. I did make a rogue in the first game, briefly. I think that was the first Diablo character I ever made. But I actually didn't continue playing the rogue. I continued playing as the sorcerer, or the wizard, whatever you call him. Mage, caster, something like that. Oh my god, these monsters be putting the fear of God in me sometimes, bro. Oh. Oh, that's fair. There we go. But yeah, I had it on my phone too, but it was taking up a lot of space, and I wasn't really playing it very much. So yeah, I just ended up deleting it, unfortunately. It is playable on PC though, and it is crossplay. I just think that's interesting. No, you're doing great. You're doing great, bro. You're doing great. No apologies. It's okay. There we go. I think this might be the actual Tal Rasha tomb. Did I find another bow with stuff on it? Oh, that's 2 sockets. We don't need that right now. I'm surprisingly low health. God, I can't, these unravelers are so annoying. We will probably do like 1 more level after... Nah, we should try to do 2 levels, unless we don't have time. We'll see. I still suck at technical stuff like builds and stats, etc. It's okay. Diablo isn't always very forthcoming with like how to do it either. So like while your stats matter, in every game from Diablo 3 and up, the level of the item really matters as well. So like you could have an item that seems like the stats will be better, but there's like, how do I explain this? Okay, so imagine you're playing your regular RPG, right? And you get a level 12 sword, and the sword is good at level 12, and it's typically going to stop being good by level 20, right? Diablo is different. At least Diablo 2, sorry. Diablo 2 is different because an item that you find in the beginning of the game, depending on what it is, could be used like your whole playthrough if it's that good, right? You just don't get access to certain items until later and with higher levels. But what every Diablo game after this game did was make it so that the items kind of fall off in usability the stronger the enemies get. So like, let's say you have a skill and your weapon gives like plus 10 to that skill, which makes it do more damage, right? But then the enemies are too high of a level. So then the game nerfs your item down a little bit because you're too low of a level for it. And you just have to... It would be better to have something that has plus 2 to the skill, but is your level at that point, instead of using the item you had before. So there's like this sort of planned obsolescence in how they program the items in the game. Like, the majority of the time in 3 and 4, at least from what I understand, is that you're constantly going to be replacing your items just with whatever you find as you grow stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. But in Diablo 1 and 2, you could find an early item that's godly and just use it forever. As long as your overall other stats are okay and your other items are okay. It's more than just your one item. You kind of combine your items, like Legos in this game, to make a really cool thing that... Okay, I would explain Diablo 2 items and Diablo 3, 4, and Immortal items like this. Diablo 2 items are like the versatile Legos that you can use to build anything, right? And then Diablo 3, 4, and Immortal are like when you buy the Lego kits with the instructions, right? The game just sort of tells you how to build in those games, which is actually kind of nice at times. Sometimes you don't want to have to think about the build. Sometimes you just want to play the game, you know? And, like, the item looks better, you put it on, it's better, you know? But I just really like how unique this game is. And I love learning about this game. I love watching videos all day about it. I spent 6 of the 8 hours at work today listening to videos about this game, just because I was like getting in the Diablo mood again. Even though I always love playing Diablo. But yeah, I was just like really curious about some items and how they spawn. Oh, character customization is great. That's something that unfortunately you don't have very much in the old Diablo games, is customization of how you look. Like, the character you pick is gonna look that way, and the only things that change are the armors and the weapons you have on. And because of how these games work, sometimes your character will look a little silly, because the best items in the game don't always match color-wise. So, you could have this goofy-ass looking dude with no matching colors, but will be like the god of the game, because all the items are whatever they are, you know. But, you could also, in theory, make a fashionable build. You would just, like, to make it actually be worth using, you might need to, like, find similarly colored items, which is, like, so fucking hard to find the items in the first place. So, to get to the point where you're getting those items specifically color-coded? That just sounds crazy to me. It is fun, though. It is fun. Like, if you look up Green Goblin Necromancer Diablo 2, you'll see a green set of armors. That's because the build is based around the items being green more than it is actually initially trying to pick the stats, right? But what's nice about it is that build is a Summoner Necromancer, and Summoner Necromancers use other monsters to play the game for them. I played a Summoner Necromancer recently, and it was great, because it was the easiest the game had ever been for me when I was actually making it work. But yeah, I was also literally, like, just with my one hand on my mouse and, like, slouching in my chair, like, all the way leaned back like this, right? Like, just clicking, like, stand here, and then the monsters kill everything for me. Okay, now I go here, and now all the monsters kill everything for me. It was, like, the laziest, chillest game to play, like, ever. Because the season before that, I had played that Barbarian. Do you remember when I made that Barbarian, Kylie? And you were, like, the only person in that stream, and I had, like, the Barbarian outfit on? Yeah. That Barbarian ended up being my best Diablo character of all time so far. That ended up being, like, my strongest, biggest boy ever. And it was awesome. It had my blessing. Exactly. Yes, it was all you, bro. I also realized I accidentally turned the skill off again. How do I get rid of that? I don't know how to remove the quick selects. Oh well. Ah, so this is the boss dungeon. Gotcha. Oops. Alright, well, looks like we're going to be fighting Duriel. Looking for Bale? Alright, I guess we'll just have to hit him, even though I have, like, no health. Or healing items. And he's slowing me. So annoying. Alright, we're fighting the boss of the act. Mostly for XP, but maybe he'll give us an item. But he's being a pain in the ass. He's slowing me right now. I don't have any healing items. Will I make it? I'm opening this portal just in case I don't make it. This is super engaging gameplay. Can I kill him? Awesome. Woo! Look how much health I have. Okay, hold on. Look how much health I have. I don't have any health. It's on the left if you look there, yeah. I don't have any health. So. That was close. Thank goodness. Boy, if I tell you I'm invested, I'm invested. Hell yeah. But yeah, that was something. I know it didn't look like much, but yeah, I'm basically a pro gamer, okay? That was all me being stupid as hell. I'm just gonna take this rejuve. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in. There we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is just heal up. I understand nothing, but I see many colors. Hell yeah, that's fun. So what happened there? Okay, so the thing with that boss fight is Duriel always has Holy Freeze, and Holy Freeze just slows you no matter what. I want to get Deckard to identify my items. So since I saved this old guy in the first act, he IDs my items for free. IDing is like the item will say it doesn't know what it does, so you have to unlock it by studying it. You can either study it with scrolls or for free from Deckard. Deckard is our boy. He has a great, silky smooth old person voice. Hold on, I gotta decline this call. He has a silky smooth old person voice, and he's just the coolest guy. He tells you all the stories you need to know about the lore. Just a chill dude trying to have a fun time, man. Oh, I shouldn't have sold that jewel. Oh well. I don't need that amulet, or this ring, or this potion. Okay, do I have enough chipped gems? I think I do. Ah, very nice. The rest are flawed. These gems are actually too good for me. I don't want the good ones right now, ironically enough. As a 5-year-old during a sugar high. Well, I appreciate it nonetheless, bro. Alright, bro. Now, one thing I want to show you. Okay, first of all, we're going to take this special bow out of our inventory and put it in our stash. Okay? This is all of our stuff that we've collected so far. It's not a lot, but I've got big plans ahead, okay? This helmet we want to make a lore helmet with if we find the right rune words early on. If not, we'll just use a different helmet. Oh. Surely more than I'd be able to accumulate. Nah, bro. Shit drops like so easy in this game. Not so easy, that's not true. But shit literally drops all the time. And if you know where to go, it becomes even easier. But there are some things that you'll never see, probably. And there are these, like, crazy videos about people who spend physical money to get really rare items in the game. And welcome back, Spooky! Bold of you to think I could ever know where to go. But, aw, come on, man. Have faith in yourself. Okay, so to catch you up, Spooky, we found this bow. This bow is not going to be a weapon. This is going to be in our offhand when we make a rune word in it later that gives us discounts at every vendor in the game, which is great because it helps me reduce my gold consumption. So this is just kind of one of those items you just kind of casually make. It's not going to kill the boss any faster, but it'll make your life easier. And there's just like weird uses for items in the game like that, right? Sometimes it's not always about hitting the thing. Sometimes you just want the one buff or whatever. But now we're going to do a little crafting. We're going to take a mace for my class here, and we're going to try to craft something better than what I have right here. So this weapon I crafted earlier has plus to a skill I want to use, okay? And that makes my skill do more damage. No problem, see you in a little bit, Kaiwi. Ideally, Now, the thing is, these other things that we got skills on, thank you for the black roses. How do you have so many coins? Good job. Oh, good job. What am I saying? I'm thankful. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the very sweet gifts. Now, I want to see if we can craft an item better than this. And the reason we're using these specific scepters that we bought from that guy earlier is I bought them cheap. You bought them? Okay, well, I hope you didn't have to buy too much. Although I assure you that one time I came by, that was from an event I was in, and then I just had a bunch of coins. So I was like, well, Jen's in some event, I'll give them the coins. But yeah, I have also bought them on occasion to give, you know, just a gift. I appreciate it, though. It's very sweet of you. So, earlier, when we were buying these scepters, I was buying very cheap ones that were blue. I can only craft with the blue ones, right? If you look at this little club I have right here, this is a gray name. That means it's not blue or white, right? But this one's blue. I want the blue ones to craft with, but sometimes the blue ones are expensive, but you can find shitty blue ones that are super cheap. And I buy only at a certain cost of like really little gold, so that regardless if the item is something I want, I can sell it back for more gold, right? So even if I lose these gems, and even if I lose the scepter, at least I didn't lose the gold, and there's some kind of net gain to doing all of that, right? Alright, fingies crossed. Let's see if we get something better than the blessed hammer one I made earlier. This is the gambling part. Whee! Oh, that's going in the vendor trash. Oh well. Aw. Maybe next time. It's okay though. We already have this one right here. This is the one I'm gonna use. It could be better though. Like most things, it could be better. Yes. But, for now, we're okay with that. We're actually going to save, and then reload the game back in, and do those tombs again. This is an area that we kill all of the monsters in to gain higher levels. Also, if you guys would like to see, this is, I've played several versions of Diablo 2. This one and Project Diablo 2. I have way more Project Diablo 2 characters, but I had this unfinished sorceress I had started, God, I think like at the beginning of 2023. And then I sort of fell off playing Diablo and the season ended. This character I had grinded my items legitimately for. This character, though... Oh, and this was like a mixture of fire and ice damage. This one, I actually may have gone through other channels to obtain these items, because they're very good items. I don't want to specifically say anything in particular, now that I know the TOS. But, yeah, I got these through other channels, and I think I sort of did this build as like a treat me build. I was like, I want to just fucking try this awesome, busted, stupid build. So basically, there was a little bit of new content added to the game after the remaster, which was really cool because the game hadn't seen new content since 2002, right? And they added new rune words. They added a rune word that was not too difficult to make and was busted. Like, all you need is this, like, build with these two claw things she has on her hands to be the same, and then decent armor and a specific pair of gloves, and you're like, you could kill anything. You don't need to fucking bother anymore. The helmet could have been better, but this is like a popular item in the game, and it's sort of like a status symbol. Not like a crazy one, but it's just like, yeah, look at my funny green hat. The green hat helps me find more items. So, but we don't have a funny green hat yet for our Paladin. Alright. So yeah. Our Paladin currently is using Explodey Flame magic. but it's an aura. I can't control it. And we need to grind 2 more levels, or rather a level and a quarter of a level, so that we can use our new Blessed Hammer mace and switch our build up. Now you might be wondering, why are you walking when you can run, Ghastly? That's because this game is a little silly. So running increases enemy chance to hit and do damage, I think. And lowers your defenses. So you take more damage by running. So you might as well just not run. Because there's always, like, archers and shit everywhere. And a lot of the time, archers will actually hurt you more. Because archery is, like, a specific type of damage you have to account for. But it's... How do I explain it? Oh, I blocked that. That was sick. Oh, my skill is not selected. I'm being fucking stupid. I'm making this way harder. Nah, look at that. Boom! That's more like it. So, you might as well just walk around everywhere. Is it slower? Yeah. Is it safer? Yeah. However, in PD2, Project Diablo 2, my preferred version of the game, they just removed that and you can run wherever you want. It's just weird to have, like, these 2 different versions. You have, like, this slightly more obscure but still kind of popular version with, like, a bunch of quality of life and other things. And then you have this modern official remaster, which comes with both old and new unique graphics, but a lot of the quality of life is about the same, minus some of the stuff they've done with, like, rune words. Nice. Yeah, thank you, bruv. I do like to run around when I don't think there's anything near, though. Just because it saves time. Now, another thing that's fun about this game is that people who are really into it and have a little more time than usual will make multiple characters a season. And they're good at different jobs. Thank you for the rose shower. I appreciate it. It's so beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so sweet of you, honey. I'll get you back sometime, I swear. I promise. Those are beautiful, though. I love those. They look awesome. You're welcome. Fuck you. But yeah, right now we're just grinding levels, killing these monsters. I'm gonna run back up because I forgot. I don't think the caves spawn on the bottom half of the map because you have to be able to see the entrance to go inside. So, like, all entrances... Well, also, you might be able to notice it by now, but this is an asymmetrical game. Not asymmetrical. God, isometric. Ugh, I'm a little tired. But, yeah, it's isometric, so you have to approach things at an angle. There's no real proper turns in the game, ever. Everything happens on the set axis. And things that look like they're going in circles are really more like they just have more points in their axis to move around on. It's kind of fun. Ooh, another chipped ruby. In order to craft those scepters I mentioned before, we needed chipped jewels. We got one. So we can at least try to craft again when we get back home. Fuck you, Banefester. Oh, that was scary. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the old graphics now. Now, one thing I will say is that PD2 is only these 2D graphics, but you can run it in a variety of resolutions, and you can run it any frame rate. It's just... I can't help but feel like I kind of like how it looks in this style with the 30 frame rate more. I'm realizing this only now, but with the animations being basically cut in half, time-wise, in this Project Diablo 2 version I play, it actually makes the animation look a little less smooth. So even though I think 60 frames plus is ideal in most scenarios, this is like one of those games that used to be programmed like to run at like only 25 frames. No. What do you mean it died, bro? What happened? I'm sorry. Oh, another chipped jewel. Isn't it our lucky day, guys? Rest in peace, Kylie's devices. No battery left. I love the heart eyes. Like, my battery died. Mi amore. Alright. Now we can run. Because it's safe. Ooh, I heard tramps. Okay, now it's safe. See, you would never think about stuff like that in the other Diablo games. In the other Diablo games, it's just like, you can move at whatever speed you want. It gets faster if you have stuff. This game has that, but it's also like, but do you want to run, though? Will that be the last mistake you make, mister? Or will you decide to walk? But yeah, these games also have hardcore, which I've dreamt of doing, and maybe eventually I will. Hardcore is the whole permadeath feature of the game. And to a degree, I always feel like these early stages of the game are more like a survival game than an action game, right? Because it can be a struggle, and you need to be conservative with your resources so that you don't go broke chasing fumes and getting stuck in an act that you can't fix your character on, giving up, deleting the character, starting all over, right? So it can be like that if you don't know what's happening, but then you start learning, right? And then you start realizing, oh, if I collect these gems, I can craft things, right? And then maybe the craft will give me that boost up out of this chapter that I need, along with maybe some levels and grind. And that's the thing. Even though it can be a complex game, a lot of the complexities are in the builds and plannings and numbers, and only occasionally is it truly, like, mechanically difficult. Like, as you've seen, the most dangerous things are getting kind of cornered by all the enemies at once and not being able to leave and getting stun-locked too much. But when you build around that, or you play carefully, it can kind of work out. That's the thing. I would love to play hardcore, it just makes me nervous. And I don't know if I'm so mechanically good that I could prevent these blocks all the time, like around walls and stuff, like I mentioned. And like certain classes are just like not as viable in hardcore that where they are in softcore, because in softcore, which is what I'm playing right now and what I typically play, which playing softcore is already respectable enough, right? Like, if you can make a good character that can do some of the endgame content, most people aren't going to judge, so hardcore! But I don't know. I already view this game as somewhat prestigious since it's older and has all this build shit, right? But watching people who only do hardcore is crazy. And then there's another level of that called solo self-found hardcore. So you could do self-found on any difficulty, right? But self-found is like no trading. No trading. So you have to grind, and it's all just knowing where to go, crafting, and getting lucky, I guess. There is a stat in this game called Magic Find, which is a number that the larger it gets, the higher chances you get of getting basically every rare item in the game by like a fraction. but you usually have to sacrifice other stats to get it. In a way, you can statistically improve your luck. That doesn't mean you'll guarantee anything ever, but maybe it won't take you as long to find something of value, which you can either then trade if you're willing to go to that length, or maybe find some other use for it. I did get really into the trading in Project Diablo 2. There were periods where I had my second laptop open while working, and on slow files, I would trade. I would start trading. I'd be like, do you, can I buy this? And they'd be like, yeah, man. Come by, get it. My character's now stronger. The next day I grind. And then I get another currency, and then I'm like, alright. Time to buy more stuff! The thing is, though, PD2 only has real players, and you're not allowed to, like... It's not as easy to go buy stuff with money, because the moment they figure that out, they'll ban you. So, respect. Whereas Blizzard just doesn't seem to give a shit, really. Unless you're, like, some big YouTuber. But it's just such a bigger, there's just a bigger player base, and it can be difficult trying to use the old trade methods because they're very archaic and you sort of need to find an in anyway. And the new trade methods feel a little disconnected and weird to me. I'm looking for you, Duriel. This is the boss of this chapter. Currently, we're having a very engaging fight. I'll actually zoom in so you can get the play-by-play here. Duriel swings. He's hitting me. He's casting Holy Freeze on me. That makes me go slower no matter how close I am, unless I'm super far. I'm just painfully, slowly smacking him, but my Holy Fire is slowly burning him down. Thankfully, I came into this fight with more potions than last time, and he's dead. Woo! Ooh, a shield. I wonder how this will be. I crafted a better shield than that, man. How about this battle axe? Oh, that's two-handed? We'll sell it. Yeah, we'll sell that. Alright, gamers. Let's go back home real quick. Get some potions. I'm also playing a character that doesn't really need mana right now, which is very fortunate, since I don't have to spend money on that. Let's sell that axe. Let's actually check her armor. No. No boots for me? Oh. Is that belt any? Ah, never mind. Oh, this was also a very rare find. This is another thing I want to mention. Not a very rare find, I apologize, but just nice in general. I found this belt. This is like a baby level belt. Literally, it can drop at level 2, which is just crazy. And I found it at maybe level 10, but this thing has so much cold resist. It has 40%. That is a ton, especially like in the beginning of the game. So I just put it on and I just have a whole bunch of cold resist now, which is very nice. Yeah, everything else is just pretty straightforward. My necklace just gives me more gold from the monsters, which is over time helping me out, but not the craziest thing ever. We're gonna do some more crafting here with 3 gems and another septa. Huh. Well, that's not what I wanted. I think I'll sell this. Unfortunate, but that's okay. I still have my other one, and we could always get another one later if we find another chipped gem. Currently, I'm 23. We need one more level. Oh, and I already selected that. Okay, cool. You know, maybe I could just go ahead and start grinding some of the later enemies. Yeah, let's just go ahead to Act 3. I don't think we need to grind here anymore. But what we will do is, if we level in the new area that we're going to, we will swap our build real quick. Which will be very fun. Because right now we're just playing something super basic. And now that I'm out of sort of the area my build would not be very good in, I'm eager to switch it. Hi, Suki. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Meshift, can you bring me? Yes. Oh, maybe I should just let this cutscene play. That could be fun. Wait, is there a cutscene here? Yeah. Awesome. Can I switch the graphics in the middle of the cutscene? No, I don't think so. I think we're getting it in the old graphics then, which would be nice.
My companion drew in the dank, cold air.
Yeah, we get the old cutscene. Awesome. Also, this is technically the warrior character from the first game and a character he met in the first act. Hello, eek eek! Did you get some blood? Hope you found your blood today.
But that voice was just a whisper now. As we worked out.
For the time, these cutscenes were pretty crazy. Blizzard always had this attention to cinematic detail even back then. So people complain about it nowadays. If they had the technology back then to do what they did with these crazy ass cutscenes, I'm pretty sure they would. It's just you could only fit so much on what you had. And honestly, I'm glad it was kind of like that because they focused more on the game, you know, instead of the marketing. And the gacha. Diablo is literally perfect for getting just money leached as a gacha. Which happened. It's immortal. So what happens in the first game is the characters defeat Diablo, but Diablo's body will come back unless they remove this crystal from his head and put it into theirs. So the game ends with your character just shoving a crystal in their forehead and then going off to live as a hermit. But then, years later, they come back in this game and everyone's like, what? Why is the Wanderer back? You know? And then all this stuff happens. Also, this is Tyrael. Tyrael is our boy! Most angels are just as bad as the demons, but in a different way. Tyrael is like one of the few angels that gives a shit about humans and their struggle versus the demons. Most angels would rather let the humans die and view them as a mistake. But Tyrael's just that boy, bro. Also, I don't know why the cutscene is so glitchy. I legit leveled graphics. I don't care if they're bad. Some of them are actually so good. If you keep in mind when the games were made too. That's something I really do enjoy about games, is imagining what it might have been like. Because I do have a frame of reference of having nostalgia for games, but they were my games, right? So these other games that a lot of people did grow up playing that I didn't, I don't have that nostalgia now. But I still like imagining how it must have been, you know? You fucked up! Also, what this guy did is he helped the mummy for some reason, but he actually freed his soul, which was not cash. And, now Tyrael's being like, get the fuck out of here, as the mummy keeps him stuck. But this is a flashback, okay? And then what happens after we kill that Duriel maggot guy, then we free Tyrael, and he's like, thank you, you must go chase after the demons in Act 3. Then I'm like, hell yeah. Thank you, Tyrael. I wonder what Tyrael would be like to hang out with. I really like the graphics of games. I do too. Not even a particular kind. I like a lot of it because that's when I was growing up. But also, it was like this period right before they really started working out the kinks. But it was still advancing, right? So there's this era of like kind of weird but good still looking games that I just can't help but appreciate for why they look like that and how. I don't know. Hello, Miss Mina. Welcome to the stream. Failed to enter the game. What happened? I got kicked out? What? What happened? I thought we were watching a cutscene. What? It kicked me out of the game. What's the deal? Okay. Oh. Diablo's is back. Take deep breath. Oh. Ghoulie got game back. Ghoulie, go chill now. Thank you for the fluttery bats and the pumpkin stickers. I super appreciate it. Are you having a good evening today? Now, I could talk to all these people about the story, but fuck that. I already know the story. So we're just going to straight up buy some potions and run into the forest here. And I mean run. Ah! Not walk. We're spoiling ourselves and we're having a little run here. Imagine spoiling yourself with a run. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Did you have a good day today? Thank you for becoming a supporter. Now we're going to fight our first monsters here. But we defeat them easy peasy with our magic skills. We're just going to follow one side of the river and stay on one side. And knowing the map generation, if I see either a fork in the river with two bridges leading across, or there's another one, but I can't remember the specific layout. Those will usually have a camp nearby, and those camps will either have quests or save points. Though my back does hurt. My mom's big odd dog was sitting on my back. Aw, that's wholesome. How big is your dog? Ghost Gen has a dog, but I would say they're like medium, like kind of smallish. I don't know how small. I haven't seen them yet. But not like Chihuahua small. They're a formidable demon. But yeah, if yours was sitting on your back enough to hurt it, I'm curious. Probably small, medium. Okay. Small, medium. Ziggy's is small, medium. Irish Mastiff. Wowee. Mastiffs are big, right? Scary. Also, Gary. I thought you were being funny. Gary. Gary. Sorry. So what's your Mastiff's name? I loved it. Gary. I wonder how long I've been on. Oh, I picked up bolts by accident. I'm sorry that all your devices were dying, by the way, Kylie. God bless. Rest in peace. All the above, you know. Oh, here's a camp. I love these little guys. They sound silly, and when they blow up, it makes me happy. Because they're very annoying, and they run everywhere. So seeing them just explode like that is awesome. That's right. Die, imbeciles. Ow. I just can't help it. I already like when other creatures die in these games. Oh, Very nice. Okay, so this isn't like the craziest amulet ever, but it has faster cast rate. And I just want some more of that starting now, considering I'm going to switch my build in a moment. Spider Cavern. Is that the one I do the quest in? Or is it the Arachnid Lair? You know what? Fuck it, guys. Let's just go. Even if this isn't the quest cavern, we're just gonna go in here and kill some spiders. Hope Cola doesn't join. Guys, if you have arachnophobia, look away. Look at all these disgusting, hideous, beautiful spiders. This is the quest one. Don't kill me. I'm dead. I run away! Oh, how do you like that? I knew what I was doing the whole time. Thank you for liking. I knew what I was doing the whole time, guys. You can't see it, but I'm pointing at my forehead. Alright, let's pick the jade figure up.
Trade this for something more valuable.
Another fun thing is the characters are voiced, but they only speak at certain times. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we could have a... I always get excited with items, even if they're not, like, amazing. Because this could help me. Let's go back first. So I can think. Because I'm taking poison damage. Hello, Minko. How's it going?
Greetings.
Alright. Yeah, I'm all good on potions. So, I have a chest rune word, and this gives me faster running, faster casting, faster hit recovery, but the only resistance it gives me is poison, which is not that great of a resistance, honestly. I found this yellow armor that has more defense, and it has lightning and fire resist already. The numbers are not that big, but I could put 2 runes in it to make it more resist heavy, which is quite nice. I'm sorry you're sad, Minko. I really hope you feel better or that things pick up for you sometime soon. Hang in there. Oh, I should ask Kane about the Jade Bird. I'm okay. It was a grind, but, you know, life's a grind. It's okay. It's not as... today was not crazy like other days were, you know, so I'm thankful for that. Alright, now we need to show Meshif the figure. This is just a little quest that you do once you kill, like, a specific... Not a specific one, but just any of the unique enemies. Alright, so now we got the golden bird. Let's go talk to Kane. Is my quest done now? Okay, then we give the golden birds to Alcor, which is this mage. Sorry, he's not a mage guy, he's the gambler. What did he give me? Did he give me anything?
Good day.
Did I miss something here? Oh, he gave it to me now that I have space. Okay, cool. Sorry, for a second I got confused there. I always get confused with that fucking quest. I swear to God, because I'm like, wait, what did I get my item? It says return to him, and I'm like talking to him, and it doesn't give it to me, and I have to leave and come back. Oops. Anyway, that just gave me like 20 more life points. No problem. Hope you have a great day, Mina. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a great evening. Thank you very much. See you later. Whew. Alright, so we didn't actually unlock a waypoint. Good luck today or tomorrow. Let's go to old graphics again. I do find it relaxing to just run through the map of this game sometimes. I mean, once it's usually cleared. Because before that, you're like annihilating literally hundreds of monsters at once, all the time. And it can be hard to appreciate the finer things when everything's exploding. Or catching on fire. Or turning into a skeleton. Meh. Nothing too crazy yet. We're just looking for landmarks, camps, particularly a waypoint. Will this be a waypoint? It is nice to just see the enemies catch on fire. No, that's just a way back to the other cavern we explored earlier. This is a fort with a bridge on it, so I suspect... Or maybe that was leading to that camp over there. You know what? We'll take a little walk around. We'll take the scenic route. Is there a camp this way, maybe? I think aiming for level 24 right now will be ambitious. Oh, a Neph rune? Awesome. I always find runes... Okay, I won't say always. I feel like... yeah, it is. Hi, hi, Plant. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, check out this sick... Bro, I'm only level 21. I just got into A3. I already have an Ancient's Pledge in, a Targe with a 10 all-res base I found. And, I found Arctic Binding at, like, level 10. That was nice. Nice shield. Thank you. This will get better eventually. This needs to be a spirit later. But a spirit in, a Targe or just any Paladin shield would be awesome. Basic-ass rings. Just a basic-ass Ammy. I was happy with these yellows. They kind of pushed me through. But this is really carrying me. I have, like, almost complete res now, except for, lightning. And then this is just something to use in the meantime. I crafted a random scepter that had +2 to blessed hammer. But that's the only thing it has. Nothing else was really going to be very useful. But it's something, you know. I made a stealth so far, lol. A stealth? Like an assassin? Oh, a stealth rune word. Yeah, I think I have stealth too. Yeah, I have Tal F. Yeah. Stealth rune word classic, bro. You always see it. Or shadow, maybe? A shadow. Okay, I don't know about shadow. What runes are that? What runes does that have? I don't remember. I want to craft an edge though. Bro, okay, real talk. They nerfed edge in PD2. PD2 edge no longer gives you vendor discount. That's so sad. I think it gives you an aura instead, which is cool, but I liked the vendor thing. I'm glad it's still in here. So I found a bow for that earlier, and we're going to make edge whenever I find an Am rune. Oop. Holy Fire is cracked, though. They nerfed a lot. Yeah, but there are some other crazy buffs. Bro, oh my god. Okay, if you're here, I think before I go, okay, objective is to find the waypoint. And then I just want to quickly show you my Necromancer on PD2. Because, that's the one I mentioned that I got, like, the really lucky rolls that season. And I just bought the whole thing. But, fairly, like with trade. Oh, I'm in the Flayer jungle now. Oh, shit. Oopsie! Is there a waypoint? I need to go back to the spider forest and look for the waypoint. Oh, I just love that. Yeah, they did they nerfed Enigma. They nerfed like a lot of spells. Necromancer's really good on PD2 though. Like just Desecrate alone, being able to make the bodies and not having to kill things to make the skeletons and all the revives and shit. Oh my god, it is awesome. It's just not... And also they made it so that your summons that aren't revives would carry between games. That's amazing. I love that feature. Because, like, I do have to summon the revives. But your skeletons and golem... And I think even the... Oh, God, what do you call it? The floaty thing you get from Nature's Peace? Because those all stay between your game now. You don't have to resummon. Can you imagine? I think that saves you charges on your ring. Hi, Raven. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. How are you doing? I'm wandering the jungle looking for, like, a waypoint, which is a teleport spot. Okay. Where's the fucking waypoint? Yeah, it is. So there are things that are, like, great on PD2, and then there are things that I would, like... You know, Grief is also different on PD2. It functions different. It's still a good rune word. But yeah, it just functions differently than it does on here. Where's the fucking waypoint? I do kind of just casual... I enjoy casually walking away from the monsters as they just kind of burn up and die. Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Although I do want my XP. They're listening to ska while working out? Hell yeah! Represent. My sprouts are listening to ska. Are they listening to Goldfinger? Here I am, doing everything I can. Yeah, or are they listening to Leftover Crack? Like, what kind of ska are we talking about? Are they listening to Kill All Managers? Nah, Real Big Fish. Real Big Fish. I don't know too much ska, unfortunately. Real Big Fish. That's the name of the band? That's funny. Real Big Fish. Oh, there's a rejuve. Nice. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, bro. You mentioned you started D2 as well. What character? Oh wait, yeah. You said, and you also said you built like Stealth or Shadow. So what class did you pick? Come on, man. Tell me the juicy details. Tell me, are you going Trapsin? Are you going Sorceress Classic Start? Are you going something different? I went Pally because eventually I can use Charge for mobility, I guess. But I really just want to use Blessed Hammer for the lack of immunities, so I can grind a lot of the content and not require like an infinity, you know, to just kill basic shit like Lord Decease. Light Sword for MF. Okay. No problem, Kaiwi. I hope you have a great evening, mi amigo. Well, I'll see you very soon. Plant Devil is also in the YouTube, so... Kaiwi, plant, Kaiwi. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll see you soon, Kaiwi. Thank you so much for your time and for stopping by, and thank you so much for talking to me about what you tried on Immortal. It's really cool. Budget friendly until I find some godly drops. Hell yeah! That's what I like to hear! That's the fucking spirit, bro! Let's go! Dude, maybe I can join up with you at some point. But I don't have too many items yet, but I could probably do some runes, do the quick waypoints. Once I get them all anyway. Another lair. Where's the waypoint? There it is! Oh. Awesome. Me on screen. Yeah, you're all on screen, technically. Finally a waypoint. Well, since we found that waypoint, we might as well. We did get into the spider forest. Let's see if we... Or the Flayer dungeon, sorry. Let's see if we can just quickly find the Flayer one. WP get, yeah, boy. Or, sorry. Man. You ain't no boy, you a man. I'm running up, though. Oh, God, it's a big walk. We can do it, guys. Oh, no, I'm getting tired. My stamina's running out. Nah. I don't want to run out of stamina. If you met a genie, what did you wish for? Is that something I'm supposed to share? Because I don't know if they'll come true if I share it, right? I'm a secretive wisher. Whatever that means. I'm just kidding. Maybe let's think of... Yeah. We'll think of some funnier answers. I would wish to be the most epicest gamer of all time. Right? I want to do quick scopes. I want to find Zods every day without cheating. I want to like speedrun every game I ever liked without having to try. Okay? That would be my first wish. Unless that, I mean, I would hope that all of those things were lumped into one and not just 3 wishes at once, right? I would wish to never have to financially worry again. However that may be. And, I don't know what... There are more embarrassing answers I could say. But I'm thinking of like regular... I guess, I don't know, for my car to never break down again, that shit is so annoying. Oh my god, if I could just go one more... Just the rest of my life without ever having to worry about car problems, which I know is never gonna happen. That would be, yeah. Oh my god, the stress of car problems. No more. No more car troubles. Those would be my 3 wishes. The elite gamer skills. The no more car problem and the no more money problem. That would be good. Those things would be just so awesome. Because with those things, I could basically just do whatever I needed and have whatever I wanted. But you know, life's not always easy. And you don't always get that epic cool shit, man. I don't want that big charm right now. Complete life package. Yes. Because if I didn't have to worry about some of those things, I could probably just have the other things I would have wished for. Right? I think, yeah, basically you need stability and money to just have what you want. And usually more money means more stability. Not necessarily. You could be in a bad situation still. I'm just speaking if, like, we're on normal terms, right? Anyway, not to be boring about it. What would you wish for from a genie? You know what? I would wish for a bunch of snacks. I'd wish for infinite carbohydrates. infinite carbohydrates forever. Like pasta and bread and potato chips. That would be great. I would wish for many abilities. Whoa, what? Okay, well, you have 3 wishes. How many abilities? You want 3 abilities? Or is 1 wish for many abilities? What if the abilities are like twist your pinky back farther than normal and then twist your toe back farther than normal? What if those were your abilities from that wish? Just theoretically speaking. Ooh, a diamond. Like diamonds in the sky. Is there another waypoint here? It is just kind of nice to walk around the enemies. And they all kind of fall over in due time. Waypoint, where are you? There you are! I knew you were waiting for me. Oh, we passed the Great Marsh. Well, we'll go back for it next time. Oopsie. I unfortunately, not that anyone was crying for it, I don't think I have enough time for my necromancer little thing right now. That's okay. I don't want to put my helmet down there. Oh! Wait a minute. Okay. No, I'm gonna chill out. Even though I'm looking at my level, and it's right there before I level again. But I think we're gonna chill out. We're just gonna get ready to get off for the night. It's all good, homie. No, I just mean I'm speaking about that little voice in my head. I appreciate it, though. I just see it, and I'm like, oh, you're so close. But I know that as soon as I get you done, then I'm going to want to respec and then shift my gear around. So, I'm just waiting on that. But yeah. Alright, gamers. What game are you playing, by the way? Oops, sorry. I'm playing Diablo 2. It's an older RPG. It's online. You kill things, loot drops. You make an awesome build. Hopefully. After much trial and error. And then over time you play more of the builds and more of the classes. And it's just a fun time. And maybe you meet people along the way while you're leveling or trading or just teaming up to grind a boss, stuff like that. Oops, I removed the comments by accident. Yeah, it's a fun game. But yeah, it is time for this ghoul to get off for the evening. It was a pleasure, all of you. I hope you have a lovely night, and I'll see you all soon. Have a good evening, and bye-bye. Thank you. See ya, Plant. See ya, everyone on Reality Gen username. Yeah. I think that's about it. Minko, anyone who stopped by. Have a good one, guys. Bye.